Jason Her, and this is behind me is the carcass of this iteration of the DC arcade cabinet. So last semester, I started a project with Darby Vance and Andre Hall Rodriguez in an effort to create an arcade cabinet to house and store the games that DC students create. Last semester's project turned out well, but one of the major pieces of feedback that we received was that it was too monolithic and just overall bulky for installation in the building. So in an effort to make it more user-friendly or make a permanent home for it here in Stauffer, we went and resized and form factored the cabinet, as well as adding more modability to it. So in addition to making it smaller, we also added arcade controls, as well as the ability to switch in and out a mouse and keyboard for games that use the mouse and keyboard or possibly a controller. In addition to that, we also designed the outside of it and changed the material it was constructed out of. Last year we used painted plywood. This semester we switched to melamine, and we used vinyl decals to decorate it. And this is what it is.
Hi, I'm Kat, and I worked on DC Arcade. I worked on mainly the design aspect of it. So with the previous arcade cabinet, it was massive, so we made it a bit shorter. I went over to a nearby place that has a couple of arcade cabinets and then saw how tall those were and kind of compared heights. So the new cabinet is a lot shorter than it was previously. I measured out the old cabinet and then created the new measurements for the new cabinet, and I also worked on the screen that was laser cut to be the same size as the monitor. I also worked on the marquee part, which is just laser cut acrylic, and there's also some frosted vinyl behind it just to diffuse the light of the LEDs. We also did the melamine banding to finish up all the edges, make sure all the nail holes that were previously there were covered, and we did sort of a Tetris pattern on the sides.
Hi, I'm Clementine DeValence, and I also worked on the DC Arcade. My main component for this group was working on the documentation, but I also assisted in constructing the new cabinet. I did some laser cutting for the back panel, the roof, and the control panel with all like the arcade buttons on it and the joysticks. I also worked on the melamine edging and putting the design on the final cabinet.